the flight attendant whose twerking cost her her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
What if I just... No. No.
We are truly living in some wild times. Social media has people completely unhinged, especially TikTok. I mean, sure, they're short, they're funny, they're a great way to show some personality, but it's 2025 now, and guess what? People are out here losing their actual jobs over TikTok. Some overshared, some went full rogue, and others, well, let's just say they forgot that HR has Wi-Fi too. So buckle up. This is a wild ride where TikTok might make you famous or unemployed.
What if I just... No. Well, no. No!
Now listen, I don't know why you'd risk your actual paycheck for a TikTok. Like, it's all fun and games until HR shows up in your notifications. Sis, this was bold. I get it. You want to go viral, make people laugh, show some personality. But the food industry, yeah, they don't play. One wrong joke and you're out faster than a microwave beep. Some things just don't land. And this didn't.
So I got fired from Mercedes-Benz today, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So on Tuesday, I see a coworker of mine lurking on my page, on my TikTok page. And I told my girlfriend right away, because I was with my girlfriend. I was like, hey, babe, like, this person's lurking on my page, and I think she's probably going to bring something up at work, and my girlfriend's like, who cares? Like, it's your TikTok, like, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? You're right.
You know what people forget? Sometimes it's not even HR that finds your TikTok. It's your coworkers. The ones watching from the shadows, just waiting to snitch. Because let's be real, if someone doesn't like you at work, they will gladly forward that video like it's a company memo. Moral of the story, don't assume your followers are fans. Some of them are just employees with petty Wi-Fi and time.
Flight attendant whose twerking cost her her dream job.
I didn't think that, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Sometimes just being happy can cost you the job you work so hard to get and keep. Look, I'm all for self-expression. But the moment that uniform goes on, the contract kicks in too.
El Diallo was having a great time dancing and twerking in the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with the caption, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?"
When she said, "What's wrong with a little twerk before work?" HR looked at that video and said, everything. Some moves are for the weekend, not the workday.
But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her.
What did they say to you?
They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was twerking to celebrate the end of her probationary period.
Why did you decide to post the video?
And I was really proud of myself that I came so far. I just didn't think that my video and my post and the way I was dancing would be deemed as inappropriate.
When you're at work, what you do, where you do it, and when you do it, all has to be by the book. The corporate world is all about saving face and keeping it clean. No scandals. Nothing that even slightly smells unprofessional. So yeah, her twerking in uniform might have felt harmless, but to corporate, that was an immediate takeoff on the termination letter. And just when you think you've seen it all, someone takes it a step further. She lost her job as a Pilates instructor because she decided to post this.
This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh wow, sorry, not sorry? Bold of you. especially for someone who just got fired from stretching class. I mean, who knew Pilates came with a weight limit? Huh. According to her, if you weigh 200 pounds, you're not worthy of being in her class. Ma'am, it's Pilates, not the Hunger Games. And maybe, just maybe, TikTok isn't the place to post your villain monologue. That termination letter? Yeah. That was the real core workout. Some people are getting fired simply because they refuse to keep their mouths shut. Like, they just can't help being inappropriate on social media. It's wild how comfortable folks are getting online. Now, the video I'm about to show isn't brand new, but every time I see it, I'm still shocked. These labor and delivery nurses were out here shaming their own patients on camera. I get it. Nursing is hard. Long hours, high stress. But when your job is to bring life into the world, the last thing you should be doing is mocking the people you're supposed to care for. These aren't the kind of nurses we need in our hospitals. And honestly, that termination was overdue.
My ick is when you come in for your induction talking about, can I take a shower and eat?
What? My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs and it's still in your hands.
Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push the call light, but every 5 minutes, your family member coming at the front desk asking for something else.
Excuse me, can I have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick.
Say that. It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me.
Honestly, TikTok at work or even in your work uniform just isn't worth it. I know, it feels innocent. Just a quick laugh, a little vent, a moment to be human, but that moment could cost you everything you worked so hard for. Jobs are already hard to come by, and the truth is companies don't care how nice you are or how long you've been there. If you're a liability, they'll replace you. Not because you're not good, but because there's always someone else willing to play it safe. One video, one misstep, one clip taken out of context, and suddenly you're unemployed. So before you hit record, ask yourself, is this 15 seconds of expression worth losing my income? Most times, it's not.
Don't post about your job on social media. A lot of companies have been doing layoffs in the past 6 months. My company did them. And I'm seeing a lot of people on here posting about getting laid off, or people who have not gotten laid off, just in general posting about their job. And a lot of people post things like funny videos about not working, doing the bare minimum. And while I think all those things are funny, and I'm definitely a person who values a huge work-life balance, don't do it. It's all fun and games until your coworker who doesn't like you that much sees the video and decides to send it to your manager. There have been people on this app who have posted about their job and ended up getting fired for violating some sort of rule or posting something that rubs somebody the wrong way. A lot of people think they're going to become like this corporate influencer, and there are a lot of people who are successful at that, but the vast majority will not be. Don't jeopardize your livelihood for some views on TikTok.
Now let's be real. This isn't just about people being sensitive or corporate being uptight. Research shows that nearly 70% of employers screen a candidate's social media before hiring them. And over 40% of them have admitted to rejecting someone because of what they found online. That's not speculation, that's policy. So what exactly are they looking for? HR teams aren't just checking for party photos or edgy jokes, they're scanning for red flags like discriminatory language, toxic behavior, excessive complaining about work, or anything that suggests poor judgment. Even posts that feel harmless, like passive-aggressive memes about bosses or coworkers, can raise concerns. Why? Because your online presence isn't just your voice anymore. It reflects how you might represent the company. They want to know, can you handle pressure without blasting it to the internet? Do you respect boundaries even outside office hours? Are you consistent with the image their company wants to project? And if the answer is no, they'll pass. Or worse, if you're already hired, they'll cut ties. So here's some quick advice. If you wouldn't say it at a meeting, maybe don't post it at midnight. If you're in uniform, you're on the clock, even if you're off duty. And most importantly, you're not just building a feed. you're building a digital resume. Like it or not, the algorithm might show you off, but HR is watching too, and they're not here to like, comment, or subscribe.
See, y'all don't never learn, do y'all? Y'all need to learn to stay y'all asses off of TikTok Live. Stop making videos that has a company in there. Stop recording your patients while you're at work. Y'all already know when y'all sign on to these jobs, they tell you in their handbook that you are not allowed to record while at work.
Honestly, more people need to actually read the rules before signing those work contracts. Because the same policies you skipped over, yeah, those are the ones that come back to bite you when you do something reckless on TikTok and suddenly find yourself unemployed.
Not only that, some of y'all be CNAs and be recording y'all with y'all patients. Do y'all not know that you're not supposed to do that? I'm pretty sure they made it highly aware when you signed onto this job that you were not allowed to do certain things while on the clock. But yet and still, y'all still go ahead and do it and then want to cry later when y'all getting fired. See, that's what's wrong with this generation. Y'all don't know how to put y'all phone down. Y'all feel like every single moment has to be recorded, baby. Everything you do does not have to be recorded. First of all, I don't even want people to know where I work at. Like, y'all be super bold to record yourself in y'all actual uniforms, letting people know where you work at. Never in my mind do I ever go to work and be like, oh, I'm going to record myself and record my surroundings and what I'm doing. That is most definitely a safety hazard, but some of y'all don't care about y'all safety nowadays. Baby, if you knew what was best for you, be careful of what you post on the internet. I don't know why y'all think that people can't get a hold of y'all videos, especially if your profile is public. And then you know that there's coworkers that be watching. You know it's somebody out there that don't like you. Be careful of what you post online.
If you've got that feeling that some of your coworkers are always watching your page, you're probably right. And yeah, you're going to want to hear this.
How to see who's been searching you on TikTok. This is going to be particularly shameful for those people that have been spying on you for quite a few months and have said that they didn't. Oh dear. Now, I've seen a number of TikToks about this, and a lot of it just seems incorrect or is out of date because the TikTok app updates all of the time. So first of all, go to settings and privacy, which is chopped off up there, but go to the settings and privacy on your account. And then scroll to notifications. I've scrolled down so it's there at the top of my screen on this screenshot. So go to notifications, click on notifications. Then what you need to go to is in-app notifications. Click on that. And as you scroll down, you can toggle all of these off, by the way, all the ones that you want. But the one that you want switched on is this bad baby, profile views. Oh yes, with profile views switched on, every time someone comes onto your TikTok account, looks at your TikToks, then goes and looks at your profile, you're going to be notified. And this is exactly how you're going to be notified. Then if you go to your profile, and this is a screenshot of my other profile, my other TikTok account, which if you want to know all about DWP and all sorts of things like that, and in particular how this one digital product that I created enabled me to take the entire DWP department to court, then make sure you follow. But getting back to it, you will then see up here in your profile when people have been coming and spying on your TikTok profile and then saying that they haven't. If you click on that, it will bring up those profiles, those exact profiles. Now, if you're at work or you're taking legal action against someone, just screenshot that little baby and save it to your phone.
If you've got coworkers, don't assume they're just liking your posts. Some of them are watching quietly, waiting for that one reckless moment. And when it comes, they won't hesitate to forward it straight to HR. You won't even see it coming until your badge stops working.
The reason why they keep firing y'all at y'all jobs when y'all post at y'all jobs, because y'all break the #1 rule we all go through at training. You are not supposed to be on your phone doing work hours.
He's absolutely right. I mean, come on. Isn't this something we're all told during training? Or was your onboarding just free coffee and vibes? If this was never in your policy handbook, drop a comment below because I need to see something.
If you post us videos, you're posting with the intention that it might go viral. And if a video go viral, you never know who might see. And all it takes is your manager to see, wait a minute, is this you? This you on my For You page? And I just got cussed out because we had a line wrapped around this store and you want to make TikToks? You gotta go. Especially if this is your third or fourth strike. And it's one of those things you can't even argue. Ain't this you? This you, right? I'll just be telling on y'all, violating the social media policy because they don't want to be associated with you. What you do in your personal time is in your personal time, but your personal time should not intertwine with your work time. And as harsh as this next phrase is about to sound, it's kind of the truth. They didn't hire a social media intern. They hired a cook. So you gotta get off your phone.
You know, the internet used to be a place where we just shared funny videos, dance trends, and cat memes. But now it's like a live stream of people slowly sabotaging themselves for views. Somewhere along the way, a lot of folks confused visibility with value. They thought if people saw them, that meant they mattered. But there's a difference between being seen and being respected, between going viral and going home without a job. And listen, I get it. Life is hard. Work is exhausting. TikTok feels like an escape, a place to vent, to be yourself, to say what you really think. But freedom of expression doesn't mean freedom from consequences, especially when you're in uniform, especially when you're representing a brand, a hospital, a company, or yourself in a professional role. When you click post, you're not just sharing a moment, you're submitting an exhibit. The algorithm might reward the chaos, but your employer, they see liability, not personality. And I think what's happening here says something deeper about the times we're living in. People are tired of being filtered at work. They want to be real somewhere. But we've got to ask, are we being real or just reckless? Are we expressing ourselves or offloading our issues onto the internet for strangers to validate? Social media gives us a platform, but what we say, especially when we forget the world is watching, still carries weight. Some of the people in these videos didn't get fired because they were evil. They just got too comfortable in public spaces that felt private. The lesson? Not everything needs to be shared. Not every joke lands. And sometimes silence is the most professional thing you can post. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Have you ever seen someone get fired over a TikTok? Or did something almost cost you your job online? I'll be reading carefully and quietly because I'm not trying to get fired either. But hey, what do I know? I'm just Glenn, a guy who loves his coffee in a studio watching the internet burn.